I hope electron dot structure everybody understood. Am I right, everybody? So keep it in mind, whenever you are drawing the electron dot structure, the point which you have to remember that the valence electrons has to be represented above the element. So if you forget to represent the valence electrons, the answer is always invalid. So if you are remembering that point, then in our today's class, we are going to see how the ionic bond formation will take place. That is what, as I have given yesterday's definition, about the ionic compounds. So when metal react with the non-metals, so the bond formed between them, metal and non-metal, we used to call as what? Everybody? We used to call as ionic bond. So that is what is our today's concept. So combination of, this is the most important one. Many times you will get 2 more questions from this. Combination of metals and non-metals. So when metals will react with the non-metals, it is what bond formation? Everybody? Ionic bond formation. So that is the most important thing, you have to remember it. So when metals combine with the non-metals, ionic bond will form. So we all studied that yesterday itself. I have taught you, and day before yesterday also we have discussed. Once again I am saying you, keep it in mind, valence electrons. Yesterday we have discussed the electron dot structure. Am I right, everybody? So remember, valence electrons. So basically metals and non-metals, everything. What is the valence electrons, all of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is valence electrons. Valency. What is valency, everybody? Valency is what? 1 means 1 is the valency, 2 means 2 is the valency, 3 means 3 is the valency, 4 means 4 is the valency. 5 means what is the valency? Fastly. 3. 8 minus 5, which is equals to 3. 6 means 8 minus 6, which is equals to 2. 7 means 8 minus 7, which is equals to 1. 8 means 8 minus 8, which is equals to what, everybody? 0. So the last one who is having 0, that is what we used to call something. Yesterday we have studied that gases all. What is that called as? Everybody? Noble gases, or we used to call as inert gases, or we can say noble gases, or we can say unreactive gases, or whatever XYZ. So for ionic compound, keep it in mind, whenever you studied about ionic bond formation or ionic compound, I am teaching very slowly, very clearly. Anybody having doubt, you can ask me. So forget about the 8, forget about the 4. So we don't bother about the 4 and 8 for ionic bond formation. So only we will consider about 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 electrons in their valence cell, so that these are called as, the valency is 1, 2, 3. So they are metals or non-metals, everybody? They are metals. So they are metals and they will lose the electrons. They will lose the electrons or they will gain the electrons, everybody? They will lose, these electrons. They will lose these electrons during chemical reaction. For what is the purpose, guys? Yesterday we studied. Anybody? What is the purpose they will lose the electrons? Please respond. Yes. Combination to acquire what? All of you? To acquire stability. Understanding, all of you? So that is what it is. Same way. So after donating electrons, they will acquire what charge, guys? Yes, please. They will acquire what charge? Firstly, positive charge to form what ions? What ions metals will form? Cation. Very important. See, simply point wise, perfectly we are studying. So please kindly focus. So Ionic compounds means next these three you have to focus. So means whose valence electrons how much? Whose valence electrons 5, 6 and 5, 6 and 7. So 5, 6 and 7 in their valence cell and their tendency to gain. Here the tendency to what? Everybody? What is the tendency? Tendency to lose the electron, or we can say donate. Tendency to donate the electron. Here is the tendency, everybody. Tendency to
Gain electron.
gain electron, or we can say tendency to receive electron. So 5, 6, 7. If valence electrons are 5, how many electrons it can gain? Everybody? 3. If valence electrons are 6, how many electrons it can gain? Speak, Ra. 2. If valence electrons are 7, how many electrons it can gain? Everybody? Yes, please. Respond. 1. Am I right or wrong? Others? So, they will actually, the tendency to gain how many electrons, guys? Either 3 or 2 or 1. So, they are called as, yes, please. So, they are called as what? They are only called as, yes, please, non-metals. And they are also
Non-metals.
to attain what? To acquire, they will gain the electrons to acquire what purpose? To acquire what purpose, guys? To acquire stability. And they will form. What they will form after receiving the electrons? They will form negative charge. Negative charge to form what ions?
Anion.
Anions. Acquire negative charge to form anions. So that's all it is. Anybody having any doubt? You can ask. Clear, everybody? Now onwards, the points which I will say, every point is very, very important. So please note it very perfectly. Any doubt, small doubt also, please kindly ask me. Okay? Harini, where is Johan? Huh? Am I calling you only? Always nonsense. Lifelong, you'll be silent only. Yeah? Now, observe very carefully. Basically, the cations will formed by whom, guys? Everyone? Yes, please. Cations formed by whom? Cations formed by metals. Harini, if you are not answering, don't join. I'm saying you. I will remove from the meeting also. And anions formed by what? Everybody? Anions formed by non-metals. So keep it in mind. We are having two bonds now. Ionic bonds, and another one is what? Covalent bond. Yes or no? So forget about the covalent bond. Keep it in mind now. Ionic bonds basically, as they are forming by donating electrons and as well as receiving electrons. Cations formed by metals and anions formed by non-metals. Okay, non-metals, they will held together through a strong force of attraction. So that is why we will say ionic bond is very strong bond or weak bond. Everybody? Strong bond, force of attraction. Clear, everybody? So the strong bond, strong force of attraction is only we used to called as what bond? Everybody? Called ionic bond. So ionic bond is weak bond or strong bond? Everyone? Yes, please.
Strong.
Very strong bond. Okay. And the compound containing the ionic bond is called as what? Yes, please. The compound containing the ionic bond, what is to call? Ionic compound. Please write it. The compound containing ionic bond is called ionic compound. All of it clear? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, can you tell me how ionic bond will form? Anybody of you? Just try to guess a definition at least according to your own. According to yours. So what ionic bond can you people define? Yes, please. What you people can define ionic bond? That is what is my question. Anyone? Try at least. So there is no sharing of electrons. Ionic bonds will form by what? Complete transfer of electrons from one atom to complete transfer of electrons from one atom to
Another.
atom. That is what we used to call as ionic bond. Write it. That is very important one. So here ionic bond is means what? Everybody? No sharing of electrons. How the ionic bond will form? All of you? By complete transfer of electron. Very important one. The chemical bond formed due to complete transfer of electrons from one atom to another. So that is what you have to remember. And during this bond formation, electrons are transferring from where to where, guys? Metal to non-metal or non-metal to metal? Everyone.
Metals to non-metal.
That is what is also important. So during this ionic bond formation, what will happen, guys? Electrons will transfer from Adi theriyadu. After 10 days, you ask from which to which, sir? Again confusion. So maintain the clarity. So during ionic bond formation, so electrons always will transfer from where to where, guys?
Metals to non-metal.
Metals to non-metal.
Electron transfer from metal to non-metal. That is. Now, let us take, suppose metal metal is M. Metal I will represent with what, everybody? M. And non-metal, let me take it as a X. Okay, everybody? Non-metal I am taking as a what? X. Okay. And N means, N I am taking as a number of, anybody can tell, what do you mean by N? Number of electrons gained or lost. Okay. Now first, how the chemical ionic bond? M metal. Metal will lose the electrons or gain the electrons? Fastly, everybody.
Lose
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 electrons.
the electrons. Keep in mind, if I represent, basically all people knows chemical reaction. Reactants is equals to, what is that, all of you? Products. Okay. If I represent the electrons in reactant side, that is called as addition of electrons. Now here electrons are representing in product side or reactant side. Please represent. Product side or reactant side? Nobody. Product side. So this is indicating loss of what? Loss of electrons. Okay, everyone. Next, non-metal. Non-metal will gain the electrons or lost the electrons. It will gain the electrons, so that it will turns into negative ion or positive ion. Negative ion. Okay, that is what. All of you understand, everybody? Everybody clear? Girls, everybody understand how to represent a chemical reaction. Now, a Mn plus and dots indicating a bond. What is that bond, everybody?
Ionic bond.
Ionic bond. So please represent ionic bond. Keep in mind, another name of ionic bond is also called as electrovalent bond. What we used to call? Electrovalent bond. Harini, where is Johan? I asked you 3 times. Make it fast, guys. Understand, Mitakshri, how to represent? It's very important one.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, there is a new definition which I'm going to introduce you now. Many of you may not heard till now, or you may be heard already. That's fine. But always there is a thing. So you should learn this definition compulsory. Very, very important one. That's what we are going to see now. Electrovalency. I think 9th class, those who are my old students, you might be knows. I taught you people in second chapter chemistry, sorry, third chapter. So if not also, you can learn. So electrovalency, that is what we are going to see now. So what is another name of ionic bond, everybody?
Electrovalent.
Ray, electrovalent bond. So now, write it, all of you. The number of electrons given by metals, the number of electrons, 9th class you studied this definition, but still you might be forgot or you might be remember, okay. Ionic bond, what is another name, everybody? Electrovalent bond, please learn that. The number of electrons given by metals or the number of electrons gained by what, everybody? The number of electrons gained by non-metals are called their electrovalency. Understand, Harisaras, Mr. Vijay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, for example, I'll say sodium. So can you tell me what is the sodium electrovalency? Boys will say, girls will listen. What is the electrovalency of sodium? Anybody? Sodium can lose how many electrons?
1 electron.
One electron.
One electron.
So what is the electrovalency of sodium? Anybody?
1.
Electrovalency of sodium is 1 Lahari, 1 plus. Okay. Now, chlorine, girls will say. Chlorine, how much, Amma? Chlorine, how many electrons it will gain? 1 electron. So it will turns into Cl minus. Now see, electron I represented reactant side or product side? Everybody. Reactant side. Reactant side means gaining electron. Product side means loss of electron. Ella Prima. Now tell me what is the electrovalency of chlorine? Girls.
1 minus.
Yeah, that is. I hope everybody understand what is electrovalency. Nothing. How many donating or how many receiving? That's what we used to call as electrovalency. I hope everybody clear. Any doubt, please let me know. All of you understand, Amma? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is what about it. Any doubt anybody can ask me? Or else I will start now. So remember now totally I'll give you 5 compounds. 100% there will be one question minimum in our every board exam, every school exam now. That is what formation of ionic compounds. I will give you 5. Your book having 2. I will give you 5 examples. So with the proper make it first starting explanation and then you have to try for other compounds also. 100% they will ask the question from this. Mr. Johan, class is by 5 o'clock, not 5:30. Okay. Okay. Now, formation of sodium chloride, first compound. Write it, everybody. Formation of, what is that? Everybody? Formation of sodium chloride. Okay. So let us see that. All of. So now first you write that the formation of NaCl due to transfer of electrons from where to where? You should speak. The formation of sodium chloride due to the transfer of electrons from where to where? Anybody?
Metals to non-metals.
That is what? What metal, Hari?
Sodium to chlorine.
Yes. So that is what you have to do it. So sodium plus sodium to chlorine. Okay, write it. The formation of NaCl is due to the formation of 2 more question. Compulsory it will. The formation of NaCl is due to the transfer of electrons Transfer of electrons from sodium to where, guys? Sodium to chlorine. Okay. So all of you remember that. Now, if you notice it here, electronic configuration of sodium. Speak loudly, everybody. Electronic configuration of sodium. You have to write it. Suppose they'll ask you an exam for 2 marks. Formation of sodium chloride. First write electronic configuration. Slowly, neatly you write it. Nothing will happen. Then only you can. Tell me electronic configuration of sodium fastly.
2,8,1.
Yeah. First atomic number, tell me.
11.
Yeah.
11.
Electronic configuration of sodium. Now keep it in mind for 10th, they won't go very bigger materials, metals and all. The metals which is repeating only every time will repeat. But still in Gateriada, I don't know means what nobody can help. So what is that? 281. Am I right or wrong? 2, 8, 2, 8, 1.
1.
What is a valency cell? Valency cell.
1.
One. Valency cell name, I am asking.
M shell.
M cell.
M shell.
The valency cell is M. Please note it. Next. Girls, electronic configuration of chlorine. Electronic configuration of chlorine. Atomic number of chlorine. Hasini? 17. Yes. CLM. Sorry, KLM. So what is the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 7. So again here also what is the valence cell? Everybody.
M shell.
M shell. Okay. So again the valence cell. Valence cell is M cell. Okay. Now on the basis of electronic configuration, we come to know that sodium atom will lose how many electrons? Fastly, everybody. On the basis of electronic configuration, sodium will lose how many electrons? It
1
can
electron.
lose
1 electron.
1 electron. And chlorine can gain how many electrons? Everybody.
1 electron.
It can gain 1 electron. That's all. So sodium will accept 1 electron. Sorry, sodium will lose 1 electron and chlorine will accept 1 electron. So that keep it in mind. Now I am fixing you people 2 more things. All of you, please always remember, if it is donating electrons, according to your book only will go. Okay. So please remember that. Your choice, but your book is very important for me. So according to your book will go. So keep it in mind. Always. Yesterday, electron dot structure we have drawn. Am I right or wrong, guys? Everybody? Electron dot structure. Elave Prima, please respond. All of you. Yes? Now today we are going to study with the formation of compounds. Donating electrons. Donating electrons. Harish, can you hear me? Donating electrons represent with a dot. Accepting like non-metals. Donating electrons means valence electrons. Valence electrons. For metals or non-metals? Everybody. For metals. Okay. Valence electrons for metals represent with what? Everybody. Please speak. Dot. Non-metals who will receive the electrons. Understanding? A non-metal which will receive electrons. Please represent with the valence electrons. How? With the what?
X.
X will cross. We used to call it as a cross. Okay. So please fix in our mind this because no confusion. Pakranga. So metal, magnesium is a metal or non-metal? Metal. So valence electrons, they are representing with the what? Dot. And valence electrons of chlorine, they are represented with the what? Cross. Okay. So according to your book you follow, basically we can represent all with the dots, all with the cross, nothing wrong. But as we concern about the book, we'll always follow the what the book will say. Is it okay, guys? Everybody? Yes. So that is what. So please follow up that. So now we are going to write equation. So sodium. So sodium. So it is a metal. So valence electrons. How many valence electrons? Fastly, everybody. Yes, please. 1.
1.
So with the data cross on, donating electrons.
Dot.
Dot. Okay, va? Girls, understand, Amma?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
that is what. So next what else will come? Plus. How many? Plus chlorine. So chlorine, we all knows that. How many valence electrons? Valence electrons. 7.
One, sir.
7.
1,
Seven, sir.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Tejaswini was saying 1, 7. Okay, va? And these electron will transfer here. Am I right or not, guys? All of you? So that is
Yes.
what it will turns into. So what it will turns into? Everybody. It will donate the electrons so that it will turns into what? Na?
Na plus Cl minus.
Yeah, Na plus. And you have to write Cl minus, how Hari? Fully bracket and minus you have to write it. So we have to put bracket. So this is sodium plus. So Cl. So Cl, one electron received a last a. One electron. Yes, please.
Received.
Received. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Received electron. Dot or cross or? Dot. And it is minus or plus or? Minus. So this is how you have to write it. Very careful. Small mistake also, they'll strike out simply. I am again warning you. If there is a small error also, they'll just throw out. Just they'll strike out. Because already 2 more questions. So once again, that's why I'm saying, observe very carefully. So metals always represent with a dot. Non-metals represent with a what? Cross. That is why yesterday we studied electron dot structure. Do you understand what is the importance of electron dot structure? You must need to represent valence electrons. For example, simply I'll write like this. Sodium plus and Cl minus. Is it right or wrong? Wrong. Do you understand, Amma? Valence electrons has to be represented without fail. If not, it is completely wrong. Is it okay, everybody? Clear? Please respond. All of you? Any doubt? Anybody can ask me. So you can see your book also, but there is this different things we can. So always you can notice it. So sodium 281 and sodium atom what? 2,8. So sodium is a cation or anion? Cation or
Anion.
anion? And cation, because it will lose electron. Next, 287. It will turns into 288. Either chlorine anion or cation? Anion.
Anion.
Because it will gain 1 electron. So that formation of sodium chloride, Na dot plus Cl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 is gaining. So Na plus and Cl minus. I hope everybody understand how to make it. Please respond, guys. All of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any doubt? All of you, please tell me. Even more clear than this, we have written electronic configuration. Am I right or wrong? So that is you follow. Nothing wrong in that. If you write more, they will make it more perfect when they are evaluating. So now, there is a force of attraction here. What they are saying, see that. The strong electrostatic force of attraction. That is only ways to call. What I said. What bond it is?
Ionic
Ionic bond.
Or we can say what?
electrovalent bond.
Electrovalent bond. Okay. Now, what is the use of reading the textbook is this one. Now, I'll prove that how many of you not read textbook. Just 1 minute, within a minute, I will prove that. You all see that. How many of you are reading or not reading? How many of you find a word called as double convex and double concave in our textbook? I want to know, NCERT. Double convex and double concave. Have you find Mitakshri, Harish? Double convex and double concave. Anybody? Please speak. Found or not? Yes or no? Please be genuine. There are silence. Break the silence. I want to know the truth. How many of you find double convex and double concave words in our NCERT book. NCERT, I am not asking. Okay, Reddy sir forgot to teach. How many of you found? That is what is my question. At least say, yes sir, we have not found. Yes sir, I found. Nobody. I need to ask you name wise. Yes, Mr. Harish, you tell me, you found Mr. Harish Zeras?
Yes,
Let
sir.
us come with other schools. Have you found Harish Zeras?
Yes, sir. In the our eyes colorful world, I saw convex and concave.
Don't,
But
I am
not
not asking that, Harish. Do you find a word called as double convex and double concave in your NCERT book? I'm
No,
not
sir.
asking you, Manoj. No. Mr. Harish?
Sir.
Yes, Harish?
No, sir.
No. Mitakshri?
No, sir.
No. Keep it in mind, yesterday actually, when I'm trying to make a question, how I can make the question confusing? To make the students to struggle, just let it be class, nothing happened for me. I want to make you to the importance. So now we have solved plenty of numericals. Am I right or wrong? Minimum or 100 numericals related to convex mirror and concave mirror as well as convex lens and concave lens. Am I right, everybody? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All of you, I don't know the exact page number because I'm having old book. Yesterday I have formed one question that I have not done anything. Just I replaced the convex lens. The name called as convex lens, I replace it with a double convex. Now, suppose imagine I will give you in place of convex lens, I will give you the double convex lens. How many of you able to solve the question? 100% you will be having a doubt. Am I right or wrong? What is this double convex lens? Will you able to step forward, Mr. Harish? If it is a double convex?
No, sir.
No. But do you know, guys? All of you open human eye. That is what I'm saying. Cheating, cheating, cheating. I don't really, this is very bad, Hari. How many times I told you to read the book? Open the book now. That is the reason. See, now I said you the word called as, what is the word I said? The strong force of what? Strong force of attraction. The strong force of attraction is there. But here, what is the word is there? Everybody? Strong force of? Yes, please. Strong force of what word is there? Electrostatic force is there. That's what I'm saying. So there is a words which I miss. You should search for that. And you can see the word. All of you open page number 176 if you are having a old book. New book means tell me the page number fastly. Refraction by spherical lenses. All of you tell me the page number. Fast. There is no time. I have many words. Refraction by spherical lenses. What is the page number, Mr. Harish? Above that, 5 in-text questions are there. I think refract index of diamond is 2.42. What is the meaning of the statement? Above that, it will be. Page number 150, Manikandan is saying. Am I right? Others? Yes?
Sir, page number 150.
150, Mitakshri. There is a first paragraph.